Good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon, everyone. My pleasure to welcome you all for today's session on simplifying spirituality in the global landscape. Um, this is an offering from the corporate leg of the art of living. Everyone's already heard of the art of living? Yes, no, a show of hands? Wonderful. To give you a little background, our organization started 43 years ago. And today we are spread in 150 countries, reached out to more than 500 million people worldwide. And ours is the largest voluntary NGO in the world. So each one of us working for the organization are volunteers. So I think that speaks volumes about personal values, skills, and how inspired all of us are. And maybe I'll give you a glimpse of that in my talk. Okay. Is everyone good? How's everyone? You know, the word good goes with a smile. You're completely confusing me. So far, so good. Okay, then that explains that little neutral face. But you know, your words are not matching your expressions. Either you say good, fine, and I need to see a smile. But if you're not feeling okay, then you say you're not good. You don't say, I'm good, I'm fine. Then it's confusing. So I'm going to ask you one more time. This time, let your words match your expressions. How's everyone? So much better for me. I have to stand here looking at all of you with your stern faces, not smiling at all. You smiling will make my work easy. I have been given the most enviable slot in a conference where I know people are automatically practicing the art of sleeping with eyes wide open, pretending to listen, and even nodding at appropriate times when I look at you. Don't do that to me. Let me see how alert you are. When I say one, I want you to clap twice. When I say two, oh, wait. When I say two, I want you to clap thrice. And when I say three, no clapping. Okay, you got the rules? Let's start. 2, 1, 3. Now I know you all are all very left-sided brained people, so you don't want to make a mistake, right? So your responses are very slow and calculated. I want your responses to be faster. 1, 2, 3, 3. Now I know you all are present. Do you know how? Because you all are smiling. You know, the founder of our organization, Gurudev Shri Ravi Shankar ji says, life is enthusiasm. Life is joy. If we are not able to feel enthusiastic or joyful, are we living and thriving, or are we simply existing? What do you say? You know, research says a baby smiles up to 400 times a day. Can you imagine? 400. The baby grows up to be a teenager, the smiles reduce to 17, 17. And as an adult, any guesses? 0. It's actually 0. And there is a reason for it. The reason is that when we smile, it's not authentic. With due respect to the air hostesses, the pursers, they do a very tough job. But you do know, right, when you leave or enter the aircraft and they tell us, have a nice day, you know they really don't mean it, no? But you see a little baby, we call babies bundle of joys, right? No matter which country, caste, religion, background the baby belongs to, when that little bundle of joy starts gurgling, it can melt the hardest of hearts, isn't it? Because it's genuine, authentic. In this global landscape, you can travel far and wide and take your business far and wide, and the greetings may differ in every country. The way people greet in France and US and China and Japan and India, and all of that can change. But what is universal is our ability to be authentic, genuine. When you smile, it should reach the eyes, that warmth. Isn't that universal? Yes? Right. So we've spent the morning, and I was just sharing with Suren. I said, we've attended so many conferences, and by the time the second, third speaker comes, you start seeing the watch and kind of start drifting apart. But I must say, it's been such a wonderful morning, and there was so much to learn and absorb from each of the speakers. And what came to me was the ability to have the commitment, the dynamism, the patience, the resilience. And I think what we all have in India is it's this strange ability to live in chaos and perform in chaos. You you give us a challenging situation. The more the challenge, the more somehow, I don't know, we are able to just rise and go out there and be productive in insane working conditions and insane working hours. Yes or no? But it takes a toll. So I'd like to ask you, if there is one thing that you are looking for in life, what would it be? You are all leaders and aspiring leaders, and I would like to believe that we are a privileged lot here. There is a lot we already have. Yet, if there's one thing that you would want in life, what would it be? Peace, happiness. Can you imagine? This is all that all of us want. Even if you say, I want my children to do well. Why? Because that will make you happy. Even if you want $1 billion, why would you want $1 billion? Because you believe the money is going to get you happiness. Anything and everything that we want. Someone who's not married wants marriage. Someone who's married, someone who doesn't have a job wants a job. Ask people who have a job, they're looking for early retirement. And ask people who are retired, do you think they're happy? No. The mind is still very sharp and the body is getting old. So all the retirement plans they had 20, 30 years ago is in the back burner. Now they are sitting feeling unwanted, rejected, unloved. Yes. And all we want is peace and happiness. So what is it that is keeping us from being peaceful, from being happy? Tell me. Who said that? Just raise your hands. Superb. Expectations. But are expectations making you unhappy? Because if your reality matches your expectations, then all is good. No, that is later. But when expectations match the reality, for that moment, everything's great. You feel, wow, I'm at the top of the world. Everything that I had planned and wanted, I'm getting it. So when does stress come? When expectations don't match the reality. Okay, let me ask you a hypothetical question. Don't intellectualize this too much. Just give me a number. What percentage of your life do you feel expectations don't match the reality? 50, 80, 70, 60, 40. Just give me a number. 99, 70. I heard 70, 80, someone 60 over there. Yeah? So anywhere between 50 and 99 is the spectrum? Yes? No? Yes. So what I'm hearing is 50, 60, 70, 80, 99% of the times in your life, you are choosing to be unhappy. It's a choice. Then why don't we feel it's a choice? Because it's a conditioning. I see there are tea breaks here, and with this tea and coffee, there are always some cookies and biscuits kept there, right? Now, in reality, do the cookies have got anything to do with the beverage, tea, coffee? Is there any relation? No. But because we, out of habit, have tea with biscuits, coffee with cookies again and again and again and again, our mind starts making an association, a conditioning starts happening where we make an association between tea, coffee, and biscuits. Are you getting what I'm saying? Similarly, this mind starts making an association. If expectations don't match the reality, what am I supposed to do? I'm supposed to be sad, angry, dejected, frustrated, irritated, demotivated, and definitely not smile. But in reality, it has got nothing to do with each other. We live in two worlds. There is the outer world of people, situation, events, and circumstances. And then there is the inner world, our thoughts, our feelings, mind, emotions, patterns, conditioning, triggers. Now, the outer world affects the inner world. The stock market crashes outside, and where is the impact? Can we change the outer world beyond a point? You can't. If we could have done it, we would have done it by now. The only thing which we can manage is our inner world. And unfortunately for us, no school and college has ever taught this to us, how to manage the mind. Since childhood, everybody has taught us at home, at school, at college, it's not okay to be angry, not okay to be jealous, not okay to be greedy. Anita just spoke about work ethics and trust and transparency, and we know what we should do and we shouldn't do. Yeah, Nitin spoke so wonderfully about how the Taj Group, the Taj Hotel stood up to adversity. And India is such a spiritual land. All of us know the should do and shouldn't do. We already know it, we've learnt it. But when it comes to practical application, it takes a beating because nobody has taught us that when you get angry, what should you do? If you're feeling greedy, what should you do? If you're not able to be compassionate, have empathy, have patience, have resilience, have respect, be supportive, be committed, what can you do? Is this making sense? Sri Ravi Shankar ji says, management begins with the mind. If you can manage your mind, you can manage anything at all. And what is this mind really? You go to a doctor and you have a surgery, a brain surgery done, he'll cut open the skull. Do you think he'll find a mind? No, there is a brain. But the doctor who cuts open your skull cannot see the mind. What do you think the mind is? Tell me. Thought process, yes. What else? Experience. Okay. The body experiences the world through the five senses, but it is the mind that is perceiving. Right? So I'm talking with you, the words are coming out of my mouth, they are going into your ears. Does that mean you're listening? Does that mean you're listening? No. So who's listening? See, the words are falling into your ears, but you're not listening. Who's listening? The mind. The mind is listening through the ears. The mind is tasting through the tongue. The mind is seeing through the eyes. Tell me, what do you think I'm doing? Some of you say piano, some of you are saying typing. What I'm actually doing is just moving my fingers. It is you, your mind, that is perceiving that this could be the keyboard or piano or this could be typing. Are you seeing this? How many of us feel that our perceptions are accurate and relevant? Do you think they are always accurate and relevant? No, so often we go wrong in our perceptions, our judgments, in understanding. It's so often that we are unable to read the room. How people are perceiving us, we are unable to read the room even. So, what do you think are the barriers to perception? Why are we able to sometimes perceive very well and at other times not? What are the barriers to perception? Biases, excellent, yes. Your belief system, yes, very true. What else? Past experiences, yes. So again, biases. That's how biases come up, right? Your past experiences. What else? Emotions. And this emotion upheaval is what causes stress. That's the only thing that causes stress. If I have to say what is that single most thing that causes stress, it's this emotional upheaval. Of course, it comes because your expectations don't match the reality, but it's our inability to handle these emotions. Yeah? Are you with me? No, not physically. Mentally, are you with me? Okay, let me test you. I'm going to have to do these frequent testings. What was my last statement? If you're with me, you should know this. Are you with him? What was my last statement? Got it. Yeah. So the moment I asked you, let me test, what was my last statement? Even those who were not with me, did you not become alert? You did, right? Now, when you became alert, what does it mean? That there were moments when you were not with me. Yes, no? No punishment, you can say. It's okay. Yeah, we've spent the whole morning together. How many of you have enjoyed the day up until now? Okay. Having said that, can you confidently tell me that you were listening to every single word spoken by every single speaker? No, because that's how your mind, my mind is. We are listening and we are going away. We listen, go away. Listen, go away. We are either thinking about, okay, I need to go to the washroom, the coffee wasn't so good, and I hope the lunch is good. What time will the session be over? I need to contact the bank, I have to withdraw money, I have to fill fuel in the car, I haven't called up home, is things okay at home, I have to tie this up, that up. Or maybe something someone has spoken has triggered off a memory, you've gone and come back, gone and come back. Yes? Because the nature of the mind is to keep oscillating between past, future, past, future, past, future. And what is past? It doesn't necessarily have to be something that happened 10 years ago, 10 months ago, 10 hours ago, even. This is gone, past. This is present, gone, past. Present, gone. And the next second, the next moment that is going to come up is the future. And the nature of our mind is to be unstable and keep oscillating between the past and the future. So, what's the problem there? The problem is that these thoughts never come alone. It's like a buy one, get one free offer in the supermarket. You go for 1 kg of rice, you get 1 kg of rice free. Like that, with every thought comes an emotion. Right? Now, when you think about the past, what do you think are the emotions that come up in us? So this is your cue to talk. When a question is asked, this is a test. Are you practicing the art of sleeping or are you awake? So when the mind goes to the past, what are the emotions that come up? Most of the times it's four: anger, regret, sadness, guilt. That's all. Anger, regret, sadness, guilt. These four emotions are not connected to the future at all. When you think about the future, you will not have these four emotions. The mind goes to the future, then you're oscillating between worry, anxiety, fear. These are the three emotions. Now, when I say the mind oscillates between past, future, it's actually oscillating between sadness, regret, anger, guilt, anxiety, fear, regret, anxiety, sadness, guilt, again, 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 again. And we have very little awareness of what is happening in the background. All we can see is what is happening in front of us. And then, if some challenging situation comes or someone doesn't um, respond to us the way we would like them to respond, we get thrown off balance and we say, the cause of my problems and misery is there. Whereas in reality, the drama is happening inside because we really haven't learned how to manage these emotions. So, the cause of stress is the inability of the mind to be in the present moment. So, what do you think is the remedy? Be in the present moment. Simple, right? So, why do you need a talk for that? That's so simple. So, how do you live in the present moment? How do you think you get the mind to the present moment? Haji? Stay alert, control the mind, stay alert. Okay, let's try. Let's close our eyes. Close your eyes for 15 seconds. That's all I ask. 15 seconds. And you can think whatever you want. Just don't think of a little brown monkey with a long tail having a chocolate brownie with vanilla ice cream. Okay, let's open our eyes. It didn't take long, right? You either thought of the monkey or the tail or the color brown or the chocolate or the ice cream. Because the nature of the mind is whatever you resist will persist, right? So the moment you say, I don't want to think of the monkey comes. Now, if you say, I don't want to be angry, I don't want to be jealous, I don't want to feel greedy, what do you think comes in our life with that much force? Exactly those emotions. Because we really haven't learned how to handle the mind. There is a connection between the breath and the mind, which is so fantastic. Have you observed when you feel angry, what happens to the breath? Goes faster. When you feel sad, what happens to the breath? Slower, heavier. When you're fearful, what happens to the breath? You almost stop breathing. You know, you say, dar ke mare saans ruk gayi. You almost stop breathing. That means with every change in emotion, there is a change in our breathing pattern. And we cannot manage the mind on the level of the mind, but by working with the breath, it becomes easier. You know, when I did the program 25 years ago, and this is that one line that really, really had a deep impact on me. Change your breath, change your emotions, change your thoughts. Till now, up until now, maybe for most of us, we were not aware of this connection. So, what happens? You become a victim of your emotions. You have no control. But once you know the knowledge of the breath, you get into the driver's seat. The power comes back to you and you start making it work for you. And why is this so important? You know, as I was sitting through the morning and I heard all the things that were being discussed, you know, whether it is handling change and embracing change and resolving conflicts and adversities and trials and turbulations and how to be an inspirational leader or a strategic leader or even a servant leadership, which is another buzzword that is there. None of it is going to be possible at all if the emotions are not matured. You know, you've heard emotional maturity, right? Our emotions cannot be matured. It's your intellect that can be mature, not the emotions. The emotions have to be settled. And till there is stress, till the emotions are haywire, there cannot be any peace, any harmony. And without peace and harmony, you can forget about being productive, effective, efficient, resolving conflicts, being a better leader, taking your team along with you, adhering to the vision mission statement of your organization, having a great team, or communicating very well, personal or professional. A very interesting question was asked in the previous session about personal life and professional life, and it's true. You know, we spend more than 80% of our time at work, don't we? Morning, what? 9 to 7, 8, maybe? Yeah. So, about a good 10 hours bare minimum we are at work. And at home with our near and dear ones, we spend about 2 to 3 hours max. Now, you cannot be living with negativity and stress for 80% of your time and then expect to have love, compassion, support, respect, everything positive in 20%. Because it's you. Wherever you go, home or work, you carry yourself with you. Life is not compartmentalized. There is no work life balance as such, because when you say work life balance, you've already decided that work is not life. Those people with whom we spend 80% of our lives, if we cannot have a sense of belongingness with them, trust with them, like Nitin rightly said, family, if you cannot have these feelings 80% of your time, it's not going to magically come to you in that 20%. So, how do we make this change? You know, because there's a very common iceberg analogy that is given, right? In any organization, what you see is the strategy, the business, the profits, the goals, the vision, mission, all of that, the business structure. But 80% of the iceberg, which is hidden, which is not seen, is the human resource. And these are the people who are going to implement these strategies. And these people come with their own background, their own conditioning, their own mindset, their own triggers, their own patterns. And what does the organization expect them to do? Unite, come together, and work towards a common goal. That cannot be happening when one is not able to regulate their emotions, their minds, their feelings. Because once the emotions are settled, only then the intellect becomes sharp and clear. And that is when you're in a position to take better judgments, analyzation, discrimination, decision making. All this comes with a balanced state of mind. So, would you like to have an experience of the power of the breath? Yes, no? Let's see how it works, yeah? So, let's sit comfortably, easily. When I say that, I don't mean go to sleep. I mean sit straight with your spine erect and both feet flat on the floor. Don't be in kind of a reclined position. Both the feet are flat on the floor. Sit a little upright, but relaxed. Eyes are closed. Trust me, there's nothing interesting happening. I'm just standing here guiding you. Close your eyes so you can go within and have a good experience. Palms on the knees facing towards the ceiling. Loosen up your palms. Take a deep, deep, deep breath in. In. As in as you can. Hold, 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 hold. And breathe out with a ha sound. One more time. Breathe in. In. Hold your breath. Hold till you feel your chest is going to burst. And breathe out with a ha sound. One last time. Breathe in. Hold the breath. Hold as much as you can. Hold. And breathe out with a ha sound. And relax your body. Take your attention to your nostrils. Mouth is closed. The air is going in and out. Every inhalation and every exhalation is with your attention. Do not let a single breath enter or leave your body without your attention. Breathe in and breathe out. Another breath in and breathe out. All your attention is on the nostrils. As you breathe in, air goes into your nostrils, chest expands, stomach goes out. Breathe out, stomach goes in, chest relaxes. Feel the warm air come out of the nostrils. Breathe in, feel the coolness in the nostrils, chest expands. Breathe out, chest relaxes. Feel the warm air come out of your nostrils. Wherever the mind is, get it to the breathing. Every breath taken is with awareness. Do not let a single breath enter or leave your body without your attention. Breathe in and breathe out. Become aware of the environment. Sounds, the sound of the camera, the buzz of the AC, the sounds outside, some murmuring. Accept all the sounds in the environment. Be in harmony with what is happening. Drop all resistance. Become aware of your body. Your body is a beautiful gift given to you by nature. Relax your legs, thighs. Relax your chest and shoulders. Keep your neck soft. Relax your facial muscles, forehead, eyes, jaws. Relax your whole body. Keep your body still like a statue. Do not move an inch. Breathe in and breathe out. Become aware of your thoughts, whether good thoughts or bad. Let them be. Do not engage with your thoughts. Let them come and go. You remain disinterested. Become aware of your feelings and emotions, pleasant or unpleasant. Do not resist any emotion. You are peace. You are joy. Rest in your being. Become aware of your feelings and emotions if there are any. Become aware of your thoughts if there are any. Breathe in and breathe out. Become aware of your body and surroundings. You may move your fingers and toes a bit and take another breath in and breathe out. And slowly, gradually, whenever you feel comfortable and complete, you may open your eyes. How was it? Give me some sign, up, down. Good. So we meditated for 15 minutes. Did you realize? No. How do you feel? How's the mind? Has the chattering come down? For how many of you feel mind is a little settled? How many of you feel mind is settling? Has the chattering come down? Okay. Were there thoughts during the meditation? How many of you had thoughts? Were the thoughts connected or disconnected? Disconnected thoughts is meditation. There's cleansing happening. If the thoughts were connected, then you're on an overdrive. a good idea would be to take a few breaths in and out and then come back to the guidance. How many of you felt you were sleeping? My promise to you, you were not. But because the rest is so deep, one starts associating meditation with sleep, right? But what happens is when you wake up in the morning, how do you feel then? And you come out of meditation, how do you feel? Do you think it's the same or there's a difference? There's a difference. When you wake up in the morning, you're kind of, after pressing the snooze button several times, you're dragging yourself out of bed and you want to have your coffee or tea and wash your face. But when you come out of meditation, doesn't everything seem just nicer and brighter and more clarity? Yes or no? Yeah. Yeah. And the moment I said, open your eyes, you could open your eyes, right? And I was speaking rather softly. So you weren't sleeping. Meditation is restful alertness, where there is deep, deep rest and there is a space of awareness, a space of alertness that is there. Spirituality is such a cliched word now. What does spirituality mean to you? Anyone wants to answer? What do you think spirituality is? Yeah, you could say that, right? Gurudev Sri Ravi Shankar ji says that anything that lifts your spirit is spirituality. So, happiness, joy, compassion, coming from a space of sharing, caring, giving, empathy, all of this is spirituality. And this cannot come with a stressful mind, And today you have CEOs and celebrities all over the world in the Western world, from Ariana Huffington to John Weiner to there was a quote from Oprah. So Oprah meditates as well, and so does Ellen DeGeneres and Lady Gaga and huge, we don't need the Western world to come and tell us turmeric is great and then we start having turmeric latte. We don't need the Western world to come and tell us meditation, breath work is great to have and then we start doing it. Spirituality is India's wealth and strength. And this is also our gift to the world. And I think the time has come for us to honor, to respect, to be confident about our values, our culture, our religion, our philosophy, our wealth, and go out there and bring that to the world, and also be adapting, agile, flexible, because the world also has a lot to offer to us. And that cannot come unless and until you are spiritual. Otherwise, there would be biases and rigidity. Gurudev says, teamwork one must learn from Japan. Once they choose a leader, everyone gets behind the leader. I think India needs to learn teamwork from Japan because here we are still a little more individualistic. It has to be my idea, and if my idea is not well received, I take 2-3 steps back and I don't feel so good. So, teamwork, once a leader is there, you just get behind the leader. You can learn marketing from the Americans, right? They can sell snow to the Eskimos. Precision, accuracy from the Germans. The German cars are the best even today. And Indian needs to maybe value time a little more. We are known for our Indian standard time. So, like Gurudev Sri says, you deepen your roots and broaden your vision. Yeah? Own your wealth that you have and always be ready to learn, adapt, move ahead, broaden your vision, go out there because the world is truly Vasudeva Kutumbakam. It is one world family. Do you agree with me? Yeah. So, do I have time for Q&A? Great. Okay. So, I'm open to taking any questions. Anything? Yeah. the new age manifest and visualize and vision board. And yes, of course, the whole world is made out of your thought. The entire creation starts with a thought. Everything that you see in the room has manifested with just a thought. But what a very, very valuable point I think the book secret has missed. And that is letting go. Right? You can have the intention, the positive thought, the frequency, all that is fine. But if you hold on to the thought doesn't manifest. Right? So it's a light intention and you offer it, number one. Number two, for any manifestation to take place, there has to be a sense of frequency. You have to vibrate at a higher frequency. If you're filled with stress and negativity, then that's what you attract. And meditation and breath work are the easiest way to raise your frequency and have that belief, that the universe wants the best for me. It may not give me what I want, but it will give me what is the best for me. Tell me, when do you grow in life? When the going is tough or the going is great? When do you grow in life? In tough moments or easy moments? Then how are tough moments bad? The truth is, both will continue to exist. They will come and go. So when the going is good, go out there, celebrate, enjoy, make the most of it. When the going is tough, no one is ganging against you. Roll up your sleeves, get to work, enhance your skills, and know that the bad moments don't last and the good moments don't last either. They come and go. So don't have this zid. It has to manifest, it has to manifest. You want a Honda City and the universe wants to give you a BMW. Let go. Whatever is best for me will happen. So that's your key. The master key is letting go and trusting. Yeah. Anything else? Yeah. Yeah. So what were you doing when the thought was coming? Could you share what you were doing so I can answer you specifically? So when the thoughts came, what were you doing?
So what generally happen is that when you have one thought which you actually didn't wanted to think, so then you remind yourself, oh, you didn't have to think this, and also you don't have to think that. And I'll end up
So
thinking
what have you
everything.
done? You've done exactly what I said not to do. I said, don't engage with them. Yeah? Today, research says in a day we have 60,000 thoughts. 60,000 thoughts a day, out of which 80% are repetitive. Can you imagine? The same thing, churning. The more you engage, they are not going to leave you. But the nature of the thought is every 90 seconds, the thought will leave you. If you don't engage, if you watch the thought, are you getting it? Are you watching me?
Yes.
Are you watching me?
Yes.
Right? So I'm the object, you're the subject. Right?
Right.
Now, look at your body. Are you watching your body?
Yes.
Your body is the object, you are the subject. Now, if you close your mind, close your eyes, and observe your mind, you'll say, oh, this thought, that thought. Now, the thought is the object, and you are the subject. If you become one with the object, you can't meditate. Watch. Let it be, and don't judge. This shouldn't be happening. This should be happening. This is good. This is bad. Why? No. I want to meditate. I want to meditate. You can't meditate. Let go. Yeah. A concept about meditation is thoughts should not come. But I just shared disconnected thoughts are meditation. So let that happen. Yeah. It's just the stresses when they come out, disconnected thoughts come.
Thank you.
Anything else? That was an easy session. I didn't have too many questions.
Yes.
So, as I come to the end of my session, I would like to thank each and every one of you for giving me this opportunity to share this amazing, deep knowledge and wisdom with you. And I say this with utmost sincerity and humility that with every training program, I go back as a richer person in terms of experience. And I have you all to thank for it. Thank you so much. I Was this good? Was the session good? Do you think it added value to your life? Because that's what is important. How many of you think it added value? Okay, then I would really urge you not to stop your journey here. We have a kiosk out. Visit us. The reason I'm saying this is that, meditation, breath work, peace of mind, taking care of yourself physically, mentally, emotionally is no longer a fad or a luxury. It is an utmost necessity today. Have you heard of adrenal fatigue? How many of you have heard of adrenal fatigue? Adrenal glands are just above our kidneys, behind. And when you live with stress on a daily basis, in the worst possible manner, in the Homo sapien time, they had stressful moments 5 to 6 times a day. Today, we have it 5 to 6 times an hour. And a lot of people today share that there is brain fog, lack of focus, lack of concentration, physical fatigue. And because all these are they are not problematic as to say, because the doctors can diagnose adrenal fatigue only when 80% of the damage is done. That is why in the last 15-20 years, you hear people having high BP, their lipid profile is all over the place, their blood pressure is all over the place, their thyroid is giving a problem. All these are results of adrenal fatigue. And you don't want to be in a situation where 80% of the damage is done. The telltale signs are if you're not smiling, you're not happy, you're not enthusiastic, you're in fatigue all of the time, you're not able to get up in the morning, spring out of bed with energy, you're not able to embrace life, thrive, you have lack of focus, concentration. It's time to take these signals very, very seriously and treat it as a necessity. Thank you. Thank you very much for your time.
Thank you, ma'am. We truly feel connected with self. Thank you for simplifying spirituality for us. Now to felicitate Ms. Radhika, I would like to call upon Mr. Surendra Rathod, Chair of HR Convention, to present her a memento on behalf of Gujarat Employers Organization as a token of appreciation and gratitude.